Please.
Good
Record.
evening, all. Good evening. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi,
Welcome,
Fina.
welcome, and I welcome all the parents. And Nishad is here, Divya, Kakshi, hello. Kavita Shah is just joining in. So this is a very special session to talk about awareness and solutions for eating disorder. My friend Kelsey Diwal is here. She's basically from Netherlands, and now she has settled in India almost. She's one among us, that is for sure, and she's a eating disorder coach, and it has been her journey, and after her struggle she has won over the challenges, and that's what she's going to share with us today. And she's also a yoga expert and a performance coach, and almost every day she does FB live meditations. I have participated in her meditation. She's a deeply connected to the spiritual world, and her meditations are so very soothing and peaceful. And as a person, she's very friendly and helpful. I've always seen her very cheerful and a warm kind of person. I'm glad to be associated with her, to have her as my friend. So when I invited, readily she has accepted to spend this one valuable hour with us. So thank you all for joining, parents, and I welcome you, Kelsey.
Yes, thank you, Fina, for the nice introduction.
Yeah,
It made me smile.
oh,
And
welcome.
thank you all for being here because I know this is a very difficult topic to talk about. Not many
True,
people are talking about it, and
true.
it's people are unaware, and symptoms are not always visible. So it's so difficult to see what's going on with
Hmm,
someone.
hmm.
So thank you, Fina, for inviting. I really love to talk about this topic,
Yeah, on behalf
as
of my
always.
parents, I would like to thank you. And Kelsey, tell us about your journey, how you came to be the eating disorder coach. What was your journey? In brief, can you share with us?
Yes, I will keep it short and bold.
Yeah.
I was very young when I was bullied at school,
Mm,
very highly, and my parents separated when I was 14. So I did really not know who I was. I was super uncertain about myself. I had no self confidence whatsoever, and the pressure of having to look good as a woman all came under my skin. So something hit me when I was 17 years old, and I started my first diet, and I lost 7 kg in 2 months. I was not that
mm,
big. I was just 53 kgs, and it went down to 46, and that's actually the last number that I kind of saw how low it was. And from then on, it was all a number game, and eating as healthy as possible was a lifestyle for me. This is called orthorexia, eating as
okay.
healthy as possible, and just cutting out all foods what you
Mhm,
think is bad.
mhm,
Um, and I became very bulimic. So I had bulimia for 10 years. And to cope with all the stress and anxiety I traveled. And what the tendency is with people who have eating disorders, they like to be in seclusion. They
mhm,
like to be alone, and they withdraw from the world basically. So I loved traveling. I still do. um, and I ended up in India, and honestly I never left. So
mhm,
I learned yoga, meditation, but it's all work from the inside, right?
mhm,
So everything from the mind I've learned, everything from the body, and everything, that awareness that I had.
mhm,
But I also had a feeling I had to work on my life skills, my expressions,
mhm,
being wild, have an own voice, be confident. So I
mhm,
got into coaching, and
mhm,
this had actually a huge impact in my recovery from my eating disorder. Actually got the last pieces together into
mhm,
full recovery. So
mhm,
I became a high performance coach, where I teach people to be productive, effective, and efficient, together with the knowledge of their own purpose and being their own being. And I did that for a while, but something was kind of missing. So I got into a conversation with my partner, Shadab Khan, where I now live together with. And we decided to help women to recover from eating disorders based on all what I have learned and what helped me in my
true.
recovery for the past
Mm,
10 years.
mm,
So I made a program which is
mm,
called the EDFE, and that is Eating Disorder to freedom and expression.
Wow.
Because it's
Okay.
not only our inner journey,
Mm,
but how we
mm,
represent the inner
mm,
in the outer world.
mm,
And
mm,
there
mm,
it is where it mostly goes wrong, you know, our expressions. Your body
mm,
is actually a reflection of your soul.
mm.
So your soul actually want to express through your body in life. And the
Very true.
program is doing very well right now.
Hmm.
I'm 28, living in Bangalore, and my home city is the Netherlands. And
Don't go back. Don't go
yeah,
back.
yes,
Okay,
yeah,
nice. Okay, so it was basically what I understand. It is your journey, like seeing only the physical instead of taking care of only the physical body, and that was again adverse. It was going the adverse way. So you brought out, like you said, the freedom and expression. It is holistic expression rather than looking at just the body. So a holistic
yeah.
growth of the person.
Actually,
Mm,
just looking at the inside, because yoga is teaching a lot about only the inside and only going to enlightenment, where we have
yeah.
to restrict so many
Mm,
things from the world, which is
mm,
actually restricting a woman more,
mm,
because it's not really necessarily a woman's way,
mm.
because a woman is made for expression, a woman is made to live. It's Shakti, right?
Yeah,
Shakti is
yeah,
life,
Shakti.
it's
Mm,
transformation, it's Kundalini, and that is vibrant, and
mm,
we are made for that. And if we don't
mm,
embrace that,
mm.
then we are losing a big part of ourselves.
True, true, true,
Yeah.
true. So, what is this eating disorder and what are the types? What exactly happens? Can you share, please?
Yes. So I would call them EDs,
Hmm,
eating disorders.
hmm, hmm.
So
Yeah, no,
EDs
no issue.
are,
Yeah.
yeah, they are an anxiety-based disorder and a mental health problem. So people
Oh,
who
hmm,
have an ED mostly cope with anxiety. Like sometimes we see anxiety as a lot of fear. We get our heart rate up and we have all these scenarios in our mind, which is getting us crazy of we're afraid to die the next
hmm,
day, right? That is like a severe anxiety attack. But what people with eating disorders have is having an anxiety based feeling, which is very low. It's not that it's not an attack, but it is very low base,
hmm,
which is your underlying feeling the whole day, every day, which is causing, yeah, stress and feeling restless in that
hmm,
sense. And anxiety is coming mostly from a space where we feel we do not know what is coming. We don't belong anywhere. We are not good enough. What if they say something about this?
hmm,
What if I do this and nobody likes it? We
hmm,
don't know where we go, where is our purpose, and we're not able to express fully of who we are. And that is actually where that restlessness is coming from.
hmm,
Um, and now food is something we think we can control, so that we
hmm,
can control our happiness, how we look, our weight, our emotions by emotional eating, and our beauty. So food becomes a focus point and a reference of when we feel happy or not. And the mental health side, the mental health
hmm,
problem, is
hmm,
based on what we tell ourselves, what we are, what we see in a mirror. Everything we have heard, what we have seen, what we feel, that leaves an impression in our brain.
hmm.
Like I was bullied, right?
Yeah.
So I
Hmm,
believe that a lot was wrong with me. And I told myself that for years. Even when I looked into the mirror, I saw a different person than I was in reality. So
hmm,
everything that is imprinted in our brain becomes a reflection on the outside world, even if it is not true. So that is a very mental health twist. And there's a constant battle in the head, thinking about food, thinking about body image, thinking about how false we look, how
hmm,
ugly we are, how not we good, that we're never good enough.
hmm,
And this is very destructive, and it can draw us back in seclusion, because there we feel the most safe, because we don't want to express everything from ourselves.
hmm,
So to be with ourselves, we can cope more with the anxiety and the
hmm,
thoughts, because those thoughts can be very, very loud. And that's also why I chose to travel.
hmm. So you
Yeah.
mean to say eating disorder stems up from anxiety. The internal
Yes.
anxiety is shown as eating disorder in the sense either they eat too much and maybe they don't eat, or they punish their body. That's what I understand from what you.
Yes.
But they don't know they are doing that to their body. Is it? Am I right? Or
Yes, yes. You know what funny is? I had 5 years of orthorexia and bulimia, and I did not even know. My mother saw me actually purging over the toilet,
okay.
and then she said, "Okay, this is not correct. What are you doing?" And then I was saying, "Yeah, I'm doing this a lot," but I didn't
You
thought it
didn't
was
know.
an issue. I was so in my own
Mhm.
bubble. It was
Mhm.
normal to me. It was
Mhm.
it was just so focused. It was just becoming normal, like teeth brushing. And
Mhm.
then she said to me, "Okay, check out this website and see what you have." So I had to fill in some boxes, and I
Mhm.
could fill all the boxes in what was required for having an eating disorder. And I was
Okay.
quite surprised. So
Okay.
awareness is a big thing. Yeah.
Mhm. Even the person themselves doesn't understand that I'm having this
Sometimes
disorder. This,
not.
so it becomes
No.
the then parents' responsibility in case of young children and teenagers, as you said, like your mother recognized. So it is very much important to be aware as a parent. Not that every child has this, but maybe if they see such symptoms in their child or in their friends' children, they could just
Yeah,
make
you
them
see,
aware. Mm.
the symptoms are
Mm.
very difficult because
Mhm.
we do it in seclusion, we do it in secrecy,
Okay.
like
Oh,
I always would wait I had fear foods, right? So
okay.
if I had to eat with people that and I had fear foods on my plate, like carbs or anything, I would wait until everybody was going their own way.
You're calling
And
them fear
then
foods, right? Fear foods.
yes, I will talk about that later. Yeah. But if
Okay.
you are afraid about food and you don't
Uh-huh.
want it in your body and you're going to be stressed because you're going to be
Oh.
fat, or you're feeling guilty because you ate
Mm.
too much, or you feel pain because you ate too much, or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually go to the toilet and yeah, purge it out in secrecy, like nobody will hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And even people who are thin, like very anorexic, they don't eat that much. Sometimes it is not recognized by others too because they are just thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is very difficult.
It's really brave of you to come here, and already you have become a ED coach. The journey I underwent, the difficulty I had, maybe because of initially it was you were not even aware, and when you became aware also solution would not have been so easy, not a straightforward path. So you have undergone the journey, and I really appreciate that you are so openly sharing with all of us, with the only intention that to make people aware. I'm putting this recording also later on YouTube, and you have already agreed, and I'm really thankful. People watching this video will come to know maybe my daughter, my son may be having such a disorder. So let us analyze and assess. Okay, if nothing is there, well and good. But what if it is there? Like in your
Yeah,
case, only when you said the person themselves don't know. So it's a huge
sometimes
thing.
no. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
also had a friend who was
Mm,
very anorexic and she
mm,
was very thin. What
mm,
she told me
mm,
is
mm,
she was not busy with that. Like she also had separated parents, just like me.
mm,
And what a child is doing is, they're not in a safe space, and mostly the parents are going their own way, and the children has to figure out their own lives, right?
correct. Mm,
Um, so she was just busy with eating healthy, and that was her world.
mm, mm.
She was, but it was going to such an extent that she
Extent.
only ate fruit, lettuce, but in her
Oh,
world that was
eating
good for her.
too healthy, the other spectrum, like.
That is
Okay.
orthorexia, yes, and that is,
Orthorexia.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's in her
What are the kinds
whole.
of eating disorder? Like you mentioned, orthorexia, bulimia. Can you
Yeah.
please, in brief, share with us? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So there are certain criteria for
Mm,
each ED, but
mm,
it can also be different year by year. We have different stages. We can have an evolution. So to put persons in certain boxes is sometimes is handy,
okay.
but you can also see it as the person itself, what their problems are. But
Mm,
some of the most common problems that we have is if I start with anorexia. So
mm,
anorexia, is mostly the person is very thin. So they restrict on food. They skip meals. They can even like don't eat for days, and they are obsessed with the scale sometimes.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not all that they are obsessed with the scale.
Mm.
But my friend, she was actually totally not.
Mm.
They lose a lot of weight within a very short time span.
Mhm.
So that can happen. And their mind is occupied with food,
Okay.
but
Mind is occupied, but they don't eat.
yeah, there might, because it cannot be something else, like imagine if you are not eating for one day, where will you think about?
Mm. Mm.
Food,
Mm.
because the
Food.
body really needs it. So our animal brain, our
Mm.
lower brain is actually protecting us. You're like, hello, knock knock, you need food, so they have that
Okay.
mental busyness,
Mm.
that food is on their mind, which is driving them crazy sometimes. So the fridge is mostly empty. If you come into a house with somebody who is anorexic, their fridge is empty. Anorexic people tend to want to cook for others,
Mhm.
right? They're obsessed with healthy, nice looking meals. They're the best cookers in the world,
Mhm.
right? But they don't eat it themselves.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
can happen. That can happen.
Mhm.
Doesn't have to be always there.
Mhm.
I also like to cook food for others, and I also didn't like to eat it.
Don't like
But
to.
just to show others, like, you know what? This
Okay.
is food.
You are
uh,
obsessed with food. Only thing you don't want to eat it yourself for
yeah,
these reasons.
yeah. So
Okay.
you want to give your brain some satisfaction, right?
Okay.
Because it
Uh-huh.
thinks about food. So you
Uh-huh.
start to cook food in a nice
Oh,
way, but you
okay.
don't
Okay.
eat it.
Okay.
So
Mm.
anorexic,
Anorexia.
yeah,
Uh,
and
uh.
anorexic people do not always use laxative and pills, but
Mhm.
they can. Um,
Mhm.
they do not always purge in the toilet, but they can, so
Mm.
it's very, very different for each person. Then
Mm.
you have bulimia, and
Mm.
bulimia is that you don't really see it on them. They are sometimes a little bit bigger in their skin. They have a little bit more fat on their skin, but
Mm.
it doesn't have to be. Like, I was very thin when I started to have this, but later on, I held my water, and I held a lot of fat on my body because I sometimes ate
You
only
hate.
salad.
You hate it.
Yeah,
Okay.
my body held a lot of water and fat because I was not eating enough. I was not having enough nutrition, so everything what my body got, it
Mm.
held, right? So I was a little bit puffed up, as you can
Oh.
see.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and
Mm.
bulimia is purging mostly,
Mm.
like you purge, so you eat and then you
Oh.
want to purge it again. You can also have binge attacks, so you
Okay.
can,
Oh.
because
Oh.
you want to restrict one day, right? So you
Mm.
don't eat, or you eat only lunch, or only breakfast and lunch,
Mm.
whatever, but you need
Mm.
food. So the next day you have a deficiency and you want to binge uncontrollably on food.
And they feel guilty. You feel guilty after
Yeah,
that.
guilt,
Mm.
purging.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
that is,
Auto, what you said, autorexia, right? The third, what you said, too much eating, very conscious about healthy food. That becomes over consciousness. Okay.
yes. You
Mm.
only want to have certain foods, and you're very strict about it. Yeah.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
was not eating carbs. I had also a period where I was not eating mushrooms and what was it? Onion and garlic. It's like the Sattvic diet. So I was obsessed with the
Obsessed.
Sattvic
Okay.
diet. Yeah. So
Dieting to up to a level is okay. When you become too obsessed and start
yes.
avoiding foods, and okay, that is autorexia. Uh-huh.
Yes, and you can, in anorexia, bulimia, and orthorexia, you can
Mm.
have fear foods. So you are afraid,
Fear foods.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
you are afraid of certain foods like sugar,
Mm.
carbs. You can also be afraid of protein. I mean, I had all these stages. It can go as crazy as you could think
Mm.
of. And so you are very anxious around food. You have fear food, so you really don't want to eat it. And if you have to eat it,
Mm.
it's
Oh,
just really stressful.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, it really you are really afraid of that food. Like the fear starts developing.
Yes,
Okay.
and then we have BED, that is
Mm.
a binge eating disorder, which where
Eating
people
disorder.
are mostly getting bigger.
Mm.
They eat a lot of food in a certain time span of a few hours. Like, they spend hours on eating food until their belly is paining,
Mm-hmm.
or they can
Mm.
grab anything what they want in between, and they feel guilty after that. But they don't really purge. It's not really mandatory. It's not happening a lot, that purging, but sometimes it does, but a lot of them don't. And it sometimes is confused with overindulging in food, because overindulging in food we all do sometimes, right? We
Yeah.
just eat a little bit too much, or we just want to have a bar of chocolate because it's just so nice with the movie. It is, but that sometimes is seen as binging, but binging is really overspend a few hours, really sit for it, get all that you want, eat it as long as you can, as yeah, more as you can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, without any control, like though you said it goes up to the stomach paining level, still the person cannot
definitely,
control. Okay, okay. So
definitely.
I have heard some parents, Kelsey, moms tell me or dads tell me, my son is overweight, they don't do work. They're pointing out all the time to the girl or the boy. Does it affect like in a nice way if they don't tell and if they're always, pointing out to the child's weight? Does it affect mentally and lead to such disorders? Can it happen? Because I, being a parenting coach, parents have told me my daughter at this age itself, she's so fat, and does it have a negative impact?
Um, Mental health is very, very important. So everything what we hear, everything what we see, everything what we feel affects our mind. And sometimes it does not even relate to the food or what they eat, but what they think about themselves. So if they're
Mhm,
very in a negative state, like as I was,
mhm,
I had a lot of, yeah, I had more fat on my body. But once my mental state, my positive state, that I was worthy, that I was beautiful, that I was cared of, that I was listened to, and that I had a freedom to be myself, I started to lose weight and I was eating the same, right?
mhm, mhm.
So it's yeah, we should not point towards people, we should show the
Mhm.
good example. We should
Okay.
show that we are the ones who
Mhm,
are ourselves, that
mhm,
we are the ones who can express, and that we are the ones that are listening to their words, to their needs, and that we give them some responsibility for themselves, that they can be themselves, that they can explore,
mhm,
um, and that they can talk about things. Because a lot of families, what I also had in my experience with my family, we didn't talk about anything. I was not asked for how I felt. I was not asked for who I wanted to be. I was not
mhm,
asked for, what do you want to eat? What do you want to do tonight? Or, do something
mhm.
crazy. So it's very good to talk with each other and set the
Yeah.
example of being healthy, set the example of having a positive mindset, set the example of that you find yourself beautiful, and
Mm,
that reflects in your child, and
mm.
saying to them that they are beautiful and worthy, and saying to them
Yeah.
that they're so amazing.
Yeah, in India particularly, I find like we feel our children are good, but we don't openly appreciate. That is taken for granted. But sometimes the child starts self-doubting, and that kind of acknowledgement is required for the child. And
Definitely.
maybe parents are busy with their jobs; they have their own stress. Still, it is important to explicitly tell the child that you are good enough. Catch them right, which I always tell in my parenting advice. Catch them right and
Yeah.
appreciate, encourage.
Yeah, and have them treat them as an adult.
Mm.
Like they're very smart. And
Treat
it is
them as
very
an
good
adult.
to
Yeah.
appreciate them and ask them questions. About
Mhm.
give them responsibility, give them their own voice. What do you think about this news? What
Mm.
do you think about this tree? What do you
Mhm.
think about
Mhm.
me, about yourself? And
Mhm.
so ask them
Okay.
questions,
Wow.
because
Mm.
if I tell you something, like
Mm.
if I constantly tell you something to do something, will
Mm.
you like that?
Mm.
Or
Mm.
would you like to explore?
Mm. Mm.
So
Give
it's
them choices and
yeah,
options and let them choose, let them speak out. Even
yeah,
if they don't want to listen to you, let them tell you why they don't like a particular thing or something like that. Okay. So
yeah,
the self
really go
expression is very
into, yeah,
ah,
equal conversations. Yeah,
equal
and
conversation.
listening to their feelings and
Okay.
voice. Yeah,
So that the feelings are not pent up and expressed in the form of disorder. Okay. And with very small children and sometimes a bit pre-teen age also, parents express the kids are very particular and very fuzzy eater. And one parent said, if I don't prepare the breakfast of his choice, he throws up things. I mean, he never eats anything other than his choice. Very, very particular. So, by chance, does these kids who are very fuzzy, who are very particular, will they develop eating disorder, or is it not related to that?
No, no, it's not related at
Not
all.
related.
No,
Oh, okay.
like my sister, for example,
Hmm.
we in the
Hmm.
Netherlands we have mashed apple apple stuff. It's not a sauce. It's just
Okay.
basically
Applesauce. Okay.
no,
Hmm.
it's not a sauce. It's just mashed soft
Smashed. Okay.
apples,
Okay. Okay.
which is in a pot.
Okay.
And she liked that with
Uh,
mashed potatoes, or else she would not eat her mashed potatoes. And she liked fries, and
okay.
she liked a certain chat. Those
Okay.
three things.
Only three things.
Yes.
Okay. She
So
was particular. Okay. Okay.
yes,
Right.
very very particular. She didn't. Her taste was
Uh-huh.
like nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that is fine, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now
We
she eats everything, right?
She
Like.
eats everything. She eats
Uh-huh.
everything. But it was her exploration, you
So
know.
moms, don't be over concerned. Kelsey is telling her sister's example, and definitely it is not the eating disorder. So even that concern I also had. Will this child later, being too particular, will it grow up?
No.
I mean, after the child grows up, will they develop this eating disorder? So reassurance from Kelsey that no, it is not directly linked to any eating disorder. Whereas the mental health, the anxiety, this is a form of expression. The eating disorders develop because of the mental issues, mindset issues. So
Yeah.
parents, please give more attention to the child's mindset and how the child is feeling inside, and tell them you are good enough, you are worthy enough. We accept you as you are. Coming from parents, it's very important that all the normally I was also sharing with other parents, our friend circle, our relatives, they all appreciate our children a lot, but at the same time we parents take it for granted. They always outsiders see the goodness in our children, but we say, oh, that is there, no issue, but what about the other thing where my child has to
They
improve
have to
other area?
know because they
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah, we
that.
have to tell them. In
They
India,
don't know.
we husband and wife, we don't tell normally I love you, we don't tell each other.
Yeah, we
But the
have to
other
go
person
over
know.
that
We have
boundary.
to tell our children. Correct,
Yeah,
correct, we have to
like
be
we
clear
have
them.
to be we
Yeah.
have to be the change first. And I know it sounds it's I know it's scary to go out of our comfort zone, but we have to do that for them. We have to do what
Mm.
we also like appreciation from our
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah.
Like if it's not there, then like why? I'm here. I'm doing so much.
Yeah, appreciation is most important. Acknowledgement, appreciation.
Yes.
And Nishad has a question: from what age can we see this onset? My next question was also, Nishad, how did you understand my mind? I have written here the series of questions, and she spoke up. I mean, the next
All
question,
right. Okay,
same thing.
I will
Yeah,
just catch a minute for, if you don't mind, a little
yeah,
bit
yeah,
more about why children do not eat much.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure,
Because
sure. After that, we'll
how
come
you
to this.
can, because we also need a solution for that. So how you
Hmm.
can actually make them eat more
Hmm.
is participate into knowledge over food. Like, do you know what protein will do for your body? Do you
Uh-huh.
know that?
Okay.
What will it do for you if you have bigger muscles? What if you
Mm-hmm.
what would it do for you if you have more energy to play outside?
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
so give them a little bit of knowledge, go into
Mm-hmm.
conversation, and let them think about what is actually
Mm-hmm.
good for their body. I'm like, oh, protein are good. So
Okay.
okay, you know what? I've got 3 proteins here. Which
Mm.
would you like the most? You have to choose one because or else your muscles won't grow.
My son, when he was small, no, that Popeye the sailor used to see that, and Popeye is spinac. So my son used to ask, "Give me spinac, I want to have biceps like Popeye and be strong." So maybe that's the trick. Show some cartoons and tell them, even some cartoons would be there on YouTube explaining the importance of proteins and all, with the animated thing. So show them that and educate. That's what Kelsey's advice. That's a good
Yeah,
advice. Great
because we
advice.
all want to know, we all want to have
Hmm.
information before we do
4
stuff.
5
We
years
all,
old, they ask a lot of questions. So this is the way we can tell them. If you eat this kind of
yeah,
foods, how best it will be for your body. What all you can play. You'll have high energy. Yeah, there's one question from Divya.
yes.
Also, Nishad's question also will come next. If the child desires to eat in an hour, even after complete meal, does that also mean eating disorder?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
If after the completing the whole meal, I mean it's a complete meal, and within 1 hour the child wants to eat. So is it
How old
okay
is
or
the
is it
child?
child's age, Divya? Can you type it? Or you can,
Hello.
yeah, you can speak up. Yeah, Divya.
Yeah, yeah. It's 10.5 years, and he comes back after an hour or so after the meal and asks me if I want to eat something. So generally, I don't allow him. But then last few days, I started feeling, is there something which I am missing out, or he really wants to eat, or it's just the desire to eat something interesting like chocolate or like biscuit or something. So
Did
does
you
that?
ask him that?
Yeah. No, no, I'm not. I didn't ask him, but I'm asking you that does this also mean it's there is some eating disorder in him, or he's
No, no, it's like just as you say, like they can crave for something chocolatey or something sugary. But yeah, you can, it's perfectly fine to ask them, you know, do you want something sugar or do you want this or that? Or are you really hungry? Really make them aware of their bodies because they have to learn to really listen to their bodies. Like, what do you feel? You know, do you want sugar? Do you want chocolate? Or are you really hungry? Can I make another plate for you of food? You know, can I give you a cucumber? And mostly they know I don't want any vegetable. So it is very good to make them aware what sugar will do for them, you know, candies will do for them, and how do they feel in their body if they are really hungry.
Yeah.
okay?
Does
If
that help your question?
uh, yeah, see, for me it is like I feel like in an hour a child is hungry. I don't know. I feel it really abnormal.
Mm.
He's 10.5 and about to turn 11 in some time. And again and again, see, we have been raised up like every 3 hours is enough. Like 3 hours once you should eat. You must eat 3 hours once. That's more than enough today. So if
Yeah.
he comes in an hour after a lunch meal, after a complete meal, and tells me, "Ma, I'm hungry. I want to eat something." Couple of times I told him it's not hunger. Probably it's a desire because you want to eat only the biscuit or only the cookie or only the chocolate. So
Mm.
probably it's a desire. It's not the hunger what is making you problematic.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
still he continues this behavior, so I was really concerned if it is really a disorder or his anxiety or there is something which is bothering him inside, as you said, mental health.
No, it's he's 10.5, right? So from 11 they start into puberty. So maybe he will be a very young going into his puberty because boys need a lot of food when they are going into their teenagers. They just eat
Mm.
as mad as possible. So that can happen, but also like if I told you that an avocado is not good, what will you think?
Mm.
Yeah.
Or compared to what will the avocado do for you? So you
Okay.
are making a conclusion out of it. So if you, instead of telling him, you know, you are probably craving this, you're probably craving that, you're telling him stuff, he doesn't conclude it himself. So you have to make them aware and make them think themselves, like, why are they having this and what do they exactly need? What do they
Mm.
exactly want? Yeah.
Okay. They
Does
should, the
that
child
help your
should come to
question?
the conclusion.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yes, yes, thank you, Kelsey.
Okay.
Dia, from my side, just from my knowledge, sometimes if stomach worms are there, the child will feel over hungry. Just try that. The
Yes,
traditional
sir,
Indian,
sure.
we do know every yearly twice or so the stomach
Yeah.
worms. So just keep it in
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
but always try to, if they want more, always try to eat as healthy as possible if they want to eat, and do not teach them to go for cravings of sugar. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
very important to not have that habit going into the early
Right.
stage.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for asking, Dia. Then Lalita has put a question. Her question is a bit on the opposite side. My son, 8 years old, he hates eating anything. He hates eating anything. Always he used to eat for my force. Only if the mom force he eats. And if she doesn't feed him, he's very happy. And he drinks a lot of water. How old? 8 years old. 8 years old child. What do you want to say about this, Kelsey?
Yeah. So, like, are you like really going into conversations with him?
Why not? They have asked this question, so we'll take it. I have few more questions about the basics. So should we talk about first the basic question, then come to this? That is better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, last 10 minutes I'll see the chat and I'll ask you. Other few questions are there. So, like Nishad also wanted, Lalita, I'll come back to your question. And
Okay.
Nishad says, as a health coach, I can suggest that we should make sure they're drinking water after 1 hour of food and having enough oxygen. And that too sometimes makes them feel like it is answering the Dia's question, I think. So, give him water after 1 hour of food. Thank you, Nishad. Thank you for sharing that. So, at what age these symptoms start, Kelsey? Like when the parent should be alert.
Yeah, so symptoms are very difficult to see
Mhm,
that,
mhm,
it is symptoms of losing weight in a very fast time span.
okay.
Um, over exercising, so being, over exercising 3 hours to 4 hours a day, exercising an hour a day is enough.
Mhm,
Symptoms of waiting food or being obsessed about food schedules. You have
mhm,
to see the healthy being making food schedules and being obsessed about it. You can clearly
mhm,
see the difference.
mhm,
um, Eating a lot in
mhm,
one go.
mhm,
If you sense that they do something secret, like they're bringing candies to their rooms, or
mhm,
or they are searching for food all the time in the kitchen.
mhm,
They're drawing like closets open, or whatever, and just searching for food all the time.
mhm,
um, so those are symptoms. Yeah, eating a lot of food.
mhm,
uh, yeah, so if children are becoming very big, you
mhm.
know you have to
Obsessive,
talk. Yeah,
obsessive about food.
it is either they have a really mental state going on and around
Mm,
food and around themselves that making them big, or it is something that they eat outside or whatever. So it's very important to prevent these things and really learn how to communicate with them, being
mm,
open with them, know
mm,
that they are safe to express and be themselves.
mm, mm,
Have conversations. If you sense something, just ask. Don't
mm.
be afraid to ask them, because then they feel important.
Correct, correct. At what age? So generally, small kids don't have this issue. I think so. About 10, maybe when they start realizing themselves as individuals, then they'll become very conscious.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, they can make their own choices. There are children who are very young, and they, in their below 10, they say like, I
below
want to
10.
be a vegetarian because I love animals. That's not an eating disorder. It's a conscious
Okay,
decision.
right.
But most of the times it's around 13 it can
Mm,
happen. For me, it
mm.
started around 17, but definitely in the teenage years,
Teenage.
something will
Okay.
happen. Something can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Till
Mm-hmm.
what age it goes usually? Like the ending age, something is there, like
Yeah, 30s.
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 Yes,
Okay.
30s around that time, but it can also be 40s. I spoke to a mother last month, and she is binging also, and she is uh, anxious around food and everything. But yeah, that can be because of coping with stress, and it was also because she did not feel she had her own voice. So that
Mm-hmm.
is really the key thing. Let them having their own voices. So it can
Mm-hmm.
go above 30, but in average is 30, because we had life experiences, we know more about ourselves, we kind of explored a little bit more how to express and how to let go of what other will think about us or not being recognized.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, so about that time. Yeah.
So it's mainly about the mindset, right? Mindset of the child. The correction has to happen from inside. First of all, recognition from the symptoms, and
Yeah.
then maybe giving some guidance. Can it happen at the parents' level? What should be the once they come to know about the eating disorder? Then what kind of support can parents give to the child?
Yeah, so if you having an eating disorders, I can tell you, you cannot understand the mind if you have not been through it.
Mm,
So what you can do to best help them is being very sincere and
mm,
asking how they feel, what they
mm,
need from you, and really listen to that and not do other things because you are you know, going back to your old habits, you know, because it's very, you have to change as well with the child if this is happening, you know, and behavioral change,
Behaviors
some
change.
English words I found difficult.
Right.
That is, it's very difficult. But, you know, if you're being able to do that and fully come in terms with what they need, it's wonderful. Look everything up about the disorder, what they have, so you can really go into their minds, and have an expert next to you guys, and let that expert also talk to you. Ask for a conversation with them, because it's very important that you know more about, you know, what the expert is saying, and that you can together really create a safe environment for that child, because that is not happening a lot, because
Yeah.
a lot of parents cannot
Understand.
know or understand their needs. Like, I asked a lot of things of my parents, but they simply could not do it, because at the end we only think about ourselves, that, and our own behaviors. Yeah.
And main thing is we don't understand the impact of this. We think as I, you know, to say in Hindi, like as I diet kar rahe, like that we feel they're dieting, you know, especially girls. That's the age when they start all this. When this, you know, healthy diet becomes unhealthy and the extreme reaches the extreme level, no one knows. So better the parents keep an eye on that. And that takes me to my next question, like especially in India, as you said, the awareness is less. So first of all, when parents come to know, they don't even know how to deal with it. So is it better to seek expert help? There is somebody, you know, who can do the counseling, therapy.
Immediately.
Huh. So
Immediately. Yeah.
immediately. Okay.
Yeah. As soon as possible.
Okay. This child needs support. So parents, once you come to know the advice from Kelsey, and I also feel so as a parenting coach. Even Kelsey, last week we had a psychiatrist coming in, and we were sharing various problems, teenager behavior issues. He also mentioned, see, why don't you seek third person's help? Because the parents are doing the same thing. They are telling the child is not listening to them. There's no response from the child side. So the
No,
problem
because they are
aggravates.
told enough. Like, everybody's telling the child always what to do. And
Hmm.
most of the
Hmm.
time they do the opposite.
True, true. So when the things go beyond your control, kindly seek the experts. And there are people around, so you have to find out which one, you know, is suitable for you and your child, who can guide you.
Yes, Vina, that is the most important thing, because what I see a lot with people who have the eating disorder, and they are sent to therapists who don't even know what an eating disorder is, and they just
True.
um, treat them as a patient, right? And it doesn't really resonate. Like, I had a lot of struggles in that. They couldn't help me. Nobody could help me. So it's very important that you choose someone where your kid is relating to, where she or he feels safe. That is
Safe.
very,
That's
very
very
important. So
important.
always
Yeah.
choose the needs of the child instead of your
Mm.
own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only then they'll open up, they'll really share their problems, then solutions can be found.
Yeah.
Okay. With that, we'll take the parents' questions. They have typed here in the chat box. On their behalf, I'll be asking. Like, one mom wanted to know, the 8-year-old is not eating anything, not at all interested. If she doesn't feed him, he's very happy. He can survive on water. So he's 8 years old. How to make this child eat properly? Like,
Yeah. So it sounds to me that he tries to show off.
uh-huh. Sure.
it
Okay.
it can be, you know,
Or
he's
there
just
may be
like,
some other emotional need which he is not expressing,
yeah, but
some other
that's that.
attention he needs.
It's an emotional need of, you
Emotional
know,
need.
being seen, being good, being achievable. Like, he can do something, and you see, I
Okay.
can do this, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
It can be there, but also
Mm-hmm.
you have to know that children are very, very energetic. So all where children are busy with is playing, you know,
Mm-hmm.
without you telling them that they have to eat something, they play. So that can happen. So once again, draw them into conversations, you know, see them as very important, very knowledgeable, very achievable, and give them credits if they eat something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Attach some stars to it, or points, or
Okay, make it like a reward and okay.
make it a game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That you can do. You can
Make it
try
a
that.
game.
Yes.
Okay, I think the mom got her answer. Make it a game. Hi, Lalita.
I know. Oh my, whatever I do, he won't eat anything. He will take 1 hour time for eating little bit quantity also.
Okay. Yeah. So he's actually very bored when he's eating.
Yes,
Uh,
oh, okay.
Whatever I give, he used to take 1 hour, whole 1 hour. He will eat a little bit of quantity. Only one dosa for you, he will take 1 hour.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so it's very good to make him aware of that he is taking an hour. You know, what can he do in that hour? He can play with friends, he can play games, he can do other stuff. So you have to make them um, excited for something else, to not waste their time in that hour. So make it an exciting game for them in your best creative abilities. Yeah,
Make
does
it
that
a
help?
game. And one more advice Kelsey gave was tell him the importance of time. This 1 hour you are wasting for food, you could have gone for play. Your friends will be waiting. You know, keep telling. Other than food time, also you make him aware of value of time. Directly, if it is time and food is connected, two things he has to learn together: eating fast and saving time. Maybe in general, you keep on educating him about value of time, how important and Olympian runner for him. Even 1 second matters. They'll understand all these things, show their cartoon
Yeah, and
characters and
how achievable it is to
yeah,
actually eat. Make it something. Give him a prize for it.
price.
You
Okay.
know. Yeah,
one dosa equals one kiss, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Let me know how it goes after a month or so.
Yeah, Lalita, try this and we'll inform Kelsey. Huh? She'll
Yes.
give her details in the end,
Okay,
contact
okay.
details. Then one parent wants to know, daughter is
Okay.
10 years old. Thank you, Lalita. Thank you for
Okay.
asking. Daughter is 10 years old. She doesn't like milk and milk products. Is it eating disorder?
No, not at all.
No, no.
No, I did not like milk at all. I could not stand it. It is milk is not good for everyone, and
Ah,
sometimes we have a very good sense of what is good for our own bodies because
hmm,
everybody is very, very different.
hmm,
My sister does not eat cheese. My parents also do not.
hmm.
Um, so no, it's not eating disorder. She just doesn't like it, and maybe it's also not good for her body, and she kind of senses that. Or
Correct.
is it a boy?
Correct. And some children will not like, as Nishad has told here, I also wanted to mention this. Some children may be lactose intolerant. So we have to check on it. Nishad, are there some tests to do to check that? Can you
Yes,
type in?
yes, yes. They can
Okay.
undergo some tests. Like they will show some allergic reactions in their body after consuming it.
Oh,
So
okay.
with that we can find it out, like diarrhea, and they will be
Yeah.
having severe diarrheas and all.
Okay.
Yeah, or
So the
skin
answer is it
problems.
is
Skin
normal,
problem
nothing.
rashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a eating disorder as such, but you can definitely get it checked. There are tests available to find out if the child is lactose intolerant. And
Yeah, but in my opinion, I think that sometimes fear is a big thing of parents,
hmm,
but we don't
hmm,
must not make it bigger than it is. It is.
okay.
I think.
Don't make
I
it
think
bigger
it's
than it
just
is.
not likable for this child.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
right, right. Okay, that's it. Any other questions? Kavita, would you like to share something? Kavita, are you there? So thank you, parents. Thank you all for participating. Kelsey, would
Yes.
you like to give your
Can I
contact
close
details?
with
Yeah,
one thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
please. Yeah.
So there is something that you have to know, and that is called body dysmorphia. And
Body, body dysmorphia. Okay.
yeah, and that is when you
Type it
look
out.
into the mirror
Uh,
and
uh,
you see a total complete different body. Like when
uh,
I used to look into the mirror, I saw only faults on my body and was only looking for fat. I was only looking for weird
oh,
things. So in
hmm.
the body or in this mirror, it became real, right?
Oh,
So if
okay.
this happens, if you see that your child is finding themselves like, they are giving the signs of I'm ugly or I'm fat or I'm too thin or I'm too this or I'm too that, encourage them to, your body is beautiful. Just love your body. It is meant for change, and
Hmm.
you are worth loving your body because you are beautiful. And just don't say it's nonsense. You're fine. You know, because that is
Oh,
very
don't say
short.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just that's very short. So keep encouraging them of how to love their bodies. You know, keep educating them instead of giving short answers where they do not have a solution or some motivation from that. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
give
thank you all
lot
for
of
listening.
reassurance. Give lot of reassurance. Tell them you're okay, you're looking good,
Yes, yes.
and you have to respect
Self
your body.
acceptance. We have
Yeah.
to make them
Thank
realize
you.
self acceptance and loving
Very
themselves.
important.
Yes.
Nowadays, is teenage girls, they start saying, I'm too fat, I'm too fat. They look skinny, but in their perception, they are very fat.
Yes.
So parents have to, instead of saying, no, no, that's not true, just ending with that, it will not work. So as Kelsey said, give
Yeah,
them positive reassurance. That
yeah, and
good, you're,
let them say every day something beautiful about their body.
affirmations like, oh yeah.
You know, let them say it to themselves. You know what? You
Mm-hmm.
have to say to yourself that you're beautiful every day in the mirror. That's
And they
Mm-hmm.
can
really
even
good.
Wow.
write and keep around them, and they can
Simple tip, but very
include it.
effective.
Yes,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So see yourself in the mirror and say, every one of us can do that, I think. You'll
Yes, yes.
become,
everyone.
you'll become internally beautiful. Already
Yeah, I'm a
what
big
beauty is
fan
there,
of
we
that.
realize that.
Yeah,
Yes,
So
yeah,
it's
yes.
a tip for parents also. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, I am good, I am great,
Yes.
I am
I
awesome, I am
can do
yeah,
it.
super.
I'm confident. I'm the most
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Grow with your
So
children. You
morning kind
know.
minutes will
Yes.
make our whole
Yeah.
day beautiful, right? It's for the parents
Yes.
as well as children. So start this habit in your small children, even from age 4, 5. Make them to do this. They'll develop as beautiful persons, they'll get a great practice from the childhood itself. We can shape their future in this way. Okay. Kelsey, would you share your contact details? Can I give your number or website or what is it?
Yeah, yeah. You can give my
Kelsey is
website.
there in parenting group, right?
Kelsey, no, she's not there in parenting group, and I'll invite her to our Facebook group. She'll be there,
Yeah, yeah. Then it's
right? Then Kelsey, I'll give you a number.
Yes.
Okay.
more welcome, Kelsey, to the beautiful group.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I found it very nice. Yeah,
And
and I'm very
parents
good
will
that I
love
could
this,
help.
Main thing is today you clarified that no, it is nothing about what is not eating disorder, that also you have told. So unnecessary concern
Yes.
moms need not have. And in fact, you have given a lot of tips like educate the children, make it like a reward to make them eat, and timings wise how they can manage. You have given a lot of
Yeah, and do it together. You know, don't let them
way
do
together.
things alone. Just make
Okay.
the game together. Just
Hmm,
yeah,
hmm,
play with
hmm.
your own kids as adults.
Okay. Would you repeat your number, Kelsey? I have your
Yeah,
WhatsApp number. I'm not sure.
91
Indian number, yeah, 91
48
48
29
29. Is it okay if it
70.
comes on YouTube or better
Yeah.
not, right? Okay.
Well, maybe keep
I'll
it in
cut
this group.
this. I'll cut this part later. No problem. You tell
Yes.
now, I'll edit it later. Yeah,
Yeah.
9148
Uh, 297025.
2970.
25.
I'll repeat 9148297025. Kelsey, right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone note down in YouTube. This will not be there. I'll include Kelsey's website address below the YouTube video. Is that fine, Kelsey?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, you can also see my Instagram. I've got some videos and awareness about how to be more self-confident
Yeah,
and
sure. I'll put your YouTube link, your channel link, and your website link so that they'll get in touch with you. Only for the parents here, they'll know the phone number. And also in our group, I can share inside our group, inside our parenting group. Whenever they want to know more, you'll be there. I'll add you to the group also. So
yeah.
many of you
I
know me.
hope I helped today. I hope everything helped today.
You
And
did
Yeah,
a
if you
great
sure.
job, Kelsey. You did a great job.
Yeah, this is a difficult topic as such to understand. And moreover, today what I appreciated was you frankly shared your own journey, what you have been through, with actual examples, what happened in your life. You are very sincere in sharing that because just to help others, with that
Yes.
intention you are sharing. So really appreciate and thank you all for participating. Hope you all have noted down Kelsey's number. Anyway, I'm
Yes,
in touch
yes.
with all of you.
By reading books, we'll not get like this practical example. So it is
Very
very
true.
useful, Kelsey. Thank
Very
you
thank
true.
so much.
Very
you.
true.
Thank you,
Thank you
Veena
for
ma'am,
being
for
here.
arranging this. I really
Thank
loved the
you
session.
all, and special thanks to Kelsey. She agreed and she shared so beautifully, and we'll keep in touch with her. So thank you all parents, Lalita, Kakshi, Varleen. Thank you for joining. We'll give the recording, no worries. And Kavita, thank you so much. Thank you, Nishad, as usual, for
Thank
your
you.
support.
Thank
Love
you.
you all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Good luck, you
Thank
all.
Bye. Bye.